Hi, my name is Dave Nielsen from Cloud Camp, and I'm here with Mike Wood of SDS Consulting out of Southern Ohio.
Yes.
Thank you very much for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
You bet. Now, as a consultant, I imagine you work on a lot of projects. What kind of projects do you work on?
Well, projects of all size, really, large ones, small ones, and trying to fit proof of concepts in there as well.
Right. So what are some of the challenges that you find when juggling all these different applications?
Well, a lot of it is just finding the right resources, right? You get into situations where you've got schedules to keep, large projects get backed up, and smaller ones are proof of concepts. They kind of lose out on finding resources.
So with the availability of cloud computing, how does that change things?
Well, you actually have a lot more resources at your disposal, right? You can just go up and put a couple of test instances up in the cloud. Especially if you're only testing for a few days, it's a lot cheaper than finding actual server resources.
And does this change perhaps the number of applications you're able to work on, or maybe the way in which you work on your applications?
Well, it definitely changes the way you would work on them, right? You can have a lot more separation, right? You're not worried about individual applications overwriting each other or having to share server hardware while you're in the middle of test cycles.
And what about new ideas that you have that you want to try out?
Well, it definitely lowers that barrier of innovation, right? You don't have to sit around and necessarily wait for time to open up on those test systems.
Right.
You just get the idea, put it in code, and get it up there.
So how would one get started with using the cloud computing?
Well, a great way was there's 30 days free with Windows Azure. If you go to windowsazurepass.com, and you have to have code.
And I've got one of those.
Okay.
You can go and use Dave on Azure, and that'll get you your 30 days.
Excellent.
And so, great. Well, Mike, thank you very much for joining us. And thank you for joining me on Dave on Azure.